Oh, hey, yo, it's your boy Fury. I was trying to get this thing running for quite some time now, but come to find out, my YouTube account was not connected to this. Even though it had me, I had to log out and log back in, and then I realized I had to see my logo, and now I realize I've been connecting. So I've done lollygag trying to bring you guys a live connection, and I haven't done a live stream in a while. So what's going on, everybody? Gotta make sure this thing is running through. So as you can see right here, I'm gonna have a couple of things that I got going on. Let me move some of this out of the way. As you may not know, I am a big Transformers collector. Shit, I think that is a understatement. But I'm currently just in a small area I dedicate because I live in a studio, you know? And if you let anybody tell you that, oh, they got a problem with you, especially, look, let me tell you, a lot of male collectors who are guys, look, times is rough. The economy is crazy. We're saving money, but we still have hobbies. And on top of that, we got to understand, even with our money saved, places are too expensive to actually function and live and where you want to live. So you got to make the best of what you got. So I just want you guys to be like, you know what? I've contemplated this for a long time, and it is what it is. So here I am, small space for collecting. I got other things, you know, I have a whole open area. So we're gonna get to it. As you can see, this right here is the entire area right here. I need to bring this out more because, as you can see, my G1 collection is running pretty high. So bear with me. I'm going to be going in and out of the camera as I get tools, and I'm going to have to take a lot of them off to the display, and we're going to get it going. So don't mind me if I disappear off the camera. What's going on, everyone? Alright, so I'm going to need my drill. Of course, I'm going to need the drill. You got to do it. And I need to monitor this live stream. Make sure everything's going through correct. Alright, so as I get this going, I'm bring everything I need to bring over there. Okay, there we go. You have this that I'm going to add here. It's been stained. I put on 2 coats of it. I use the water-based wood stain because it's less toxic. It dries quicker than the regular base one. It's poly and stain at the same time. So I then took a piece of wood, measured it against tear in the corner display. And what I'm going to do is try to use these extension brackets under here and set up an extension to come out to add more space to it. So we're going to do that right now. That's what I'm in the process of doing and showing you live how to do that. So for the time being, let's move this over here. Now, like I said, I don't have much training in carpentry. I just have a natural ability. My brother, Bilal, has a lot of training in it. It's something that our father passed on to us, like just not by direct knowledge. It just seems to be in our DNA. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this going. These brackets, we're going to divide it. They like a foot long. They like $3 and some change each. Heavy duty metal. If this is a foot long, I'm going to do at least 3 bolts to connect to the bottom of here, and another 3 bolts to connect to the platform I'm going to build. It's that simple. An idea. Let's see about execution, because I should have thought this out a little bit wiser. But what I'm going to do now is start getting these things out the way because I need to go under here. So we're going to take the ottoman out. It's full of a lot of stuff. Oh, here go the third one that I was looking for. I knew I dropped another one because we're going to do 3. The pieces don't cost much to start to build. But, oh, this is heavy. We're going to get that going. Full of a lot of stuff. Alright. Let me see if I'm still in the camera. Alright. So now, ooh, there's my extension I was looking for. I'm always dropping something when I'm doing these things. This is an extension bolt. So now, let's get my drill and get everything to get going. Right. So I think a little word of advice is I'm going to have to remove them from the display just to make sure none of them fall over. Alright, so oh man, I should have thought this out a little bit wiser. I'm going to get a bin. Let's find one of these bins I got here. So put them in for the time being. For example, I'm going to use this basket right here. One of the baskets from my IKEA display. We're going to put them all in here temporarily for the most part. There, boom. And in real time, you can see the magic of me putting them back on display. Or so. If that's what you want to call it. So, it's that simple. Alright, so we don't go down the history line. You got Jazz. You got Blue Streak. Okay. You got Skids. And you have Red Alert. It all appeared in the first 2 seasons so far of Transformers, right? You got Wheeljack. I got to know Wheeljack. Bumblebee, of course. RC. Spike Witwicky from the '86 movie in his exosuit. You have Nova Star, who was in one of the episodes. She's one of the Leader 1 soldiers. Leader 1 is, of course, Ariel. If you're going to go see Transformers 1, that's who Scarlett Johansson is voicing Ariel before she became Elita 1. Which, we got Elita 1 right here. But this is a different color. If you see Elita 1, she's mostly pink. But I think they wanted to, inside the Siege and War for Cybertron series, they wanted to separate her from looking like RC. So they gave her this color, which honestly I do like more than the pink. So she's not just, she stands out a little bit more with that. We have Chromia, which is another one of Elita 1's soldiers. Because Elita 1 got an all-female unit. If you, I think is it Combiner Wars or the Titans Return, one of the series, you can collect them and they can make a Combiner named Orthea. Of course, you have Beachcomber, one of the mini-bots you've seen. You have Sea Spray, who everybody remember because he sounded like he was gargling. He sounded like he was talking underwater, which fits his character. You have Brawn, who caught it. He caught it bad. He caught it bad in the original the '86 movie. Brawn. This is the '86 Studio Series Brawn. They even got a battle damage one where he has a look of horror on his face as he has a hole in him. They sell him and Ratchet together getting killed. And you could get it at Target right now. You have Hardhead, you know, from I believe he came in as he's more from the Headmaster series. They came in at the tail end of the I think he got more shine in Japan than he got anything. I don't think you've seen him in the final 3 episodes of Transformers. Everybody know Cup. You know, he got the raspy voice, voiced by Lionel Stander from the 86 movie, and he was in the series in season 3 from Beyond. But you first saw him in Cup. He's a veteran. He's been fighting a war for like millions of years. For like over 1 million years. You have Huffer, the mini-bot version of him. I know I could find better versions. I'm working on that. But this is from the, what's this, the Titans Return? What line is this that I get these from? But I get them from China, you know, mini-bots. So they got the realistic scaling to them in comparison to the other Autobots, because they're smaller. So this is Huffer. You have Wheelie from the 86 movie, Core Class Wheelie, which is ideal scaling for him. Everybody knows that voice that Frank Welker did that they found annoying, but you come to find out Willie's a little boy Autobot. So it fits. Windcharger, which is another mini-bot. If you look carefully in the 86 movie, that's his body you see next to Wheeljack's. When when RC is dragging the body during the war on Autobot City, that's him, Windcharger. Okay. We have Power Glide, which didn't see him die. That means he's still alive. He's from the first 2 seasons of Transformers. Power Glide, one of the mini-bots. He's a glider plane. He's not as aerial capable as the Decepticons or the aerial bots. You have, of course, Cliff Jumper, which you can find in the Buzzworthy Studio 686, Studio 86 line from the Buzzworthy line. So he's pretty much Studio Series 86, but you don't get him in the black box. You gotta get him in that yellow Buzzworthy box. The same way you got this version of Cup that I showed you guys. Okay? So, also you have Gears, who's another mini-bot, transforms to a pickup truck. Gears is one of the characters that made very few appearances, but he has a good build and a good transformation. Awesome. Like him. One of our favorite mini-bots you got Blur in the series, voiced by John Machida from Micro Machines back in the day, the late John Machida. Micro Machines. Remember him? He did the voice of Blur in the movie. And the people in the series they couldn't emulate it as good as he did. Of course, Hot Rod, controversial character, but come to find out he's a little bit more appreciated when you become an adult and understand. Voiced by Judd Nelson in the 86 movie, became Rodimus Prime. So you have your, of course, Hot Rod, Rodimus Prime from the Kingdom series. I know not everything is Studio Series 86, but it's a character who's indicative with the first 3 seasons of Transformers. You have Perceptor, the Autobot scientist, of course, turns to a microscope. And you have one of my favorite new releases recently, Springer, who comes with all these tools on them. And of course they have other Springers, but this one here, the color, the subtle green, and basically the accessories, I like this Springer. I do. So Springer go there. Of course you got the Junkian, starting with I think this is Junk Heap, if I'm correct. Junk Heap. You have Wreck-Gar himself, the leader, voiced by Eric Idle in the film. Boom. And you have Scrap Heap, which is the most recent Junkian release. They're pretty much all the same mold. They need to bring out one of the female ones that you saw in the background, or one of the shorter ones, to bring out more of a diverse thing. They should definitely bring out the female Junkian. I forgot her name. Of course, you got Sunstreaker. Okay, I know they made a concepts version from the Bumblebee movie that never appeared, but this is Sunstreaker from the War for Cybertron series, if I'm correct. You got him here. You got Battle Damage Proud. The same way I said they had Brawn and Ironhide version, they have this version as well. Okay. But I want to get the Siege version that doesn't have the battle damage and don't have the look of horror on his face. You have Hound, who they had a version in the live action movies with John Goodman as the voice. You have Sideswipe. You have Mirage. Everybody knows that name because Pete Davidson played him in War. What's the one that came out? War of the Beast. That one. I think that's the name of the Transformers movie. The most recent one. Then you have Trailbreaker, and Hoist, which are pretty much the same. They are the same mold. So you got Hoist, Trailbreaker. We have Blaster, of course. Everybody know Blaster, originally voiced by Buster Jones, the late Buster Jones, black radio personality. I'm holding him because Hoist's best friend is Grapple. They love building. So you got Hoist and Grapple. You have the Mold Brother, who's almost the same exact mold as Grapple, which is Inferno. They have other molds for Inferno. You have Broadside, who's supposed to transform to a jet and all these other, and a flag carrier. I swear they need to make him a Titan, if that's the case, because he's supposed to be able to at least hold the aerial bots, but he's this size. Him and Astro Train definitely need like Titan modes, or something that's like a Commander class. And Commander class is like Ultra Magnetized, which I'll get to shortly. So you got Broadside. You have Ratchet, normal Ratchet from the 86 Stewart series before, not the battle damage, dying Ratchet. You have Ironhide, who's another one who was a casualty on that boat. On that plane, on the aircraft or whatever. Ironhide. Everybody know him. He was also voiced by Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime here. So you got that going. Boom, boom. Okay. Now, I was talking about Commander classes. Ultra Magnus, probably the Commander class. Hefty, broad shoulders, transforms basically. His upper torso is the truck and the rest of his body is the trailer. You have Optimus Prime, 86 line. Now, Optimus here is probably what people call a mini masterpiece. That's Optimus Prime. You're going to leave him here for now. That is a mini masterpiece Optimus Prime. You have Swoop, the 5th and final release for the Dinobots when it comes to the whole situation with them. We waited for that one. Now, 86 Grimlock is very hard to find. And standard color, we got Sludge here and all robot form. Maybe if I have space, I might be able to display them as dinosaurs. Who knows? I don't think so, but it depends on for now. Then you got comic book edition Grimlock, which is going to be my place filler because the colors, let's be honest, the original 86 Grimlock got the black legs, it got the different colors here, but this comic book edition with that red torso and those blue legs and that blue head and arms, it kind of pop. Red sword, the color is basically, people like, it might look odd, but look at the color, how it synchronizes him as Swoop. So don't feel so bad about that. Now, we have Snarl, which a lot of people don't like the fact that his head has that plastic yellow and it splits in half and it's kind of hard to get, but it's Snarl. Basically how the combination. They're big. These are all Commander class, if I'm correct. Or is they Voyager? I'm not sure. But then you got Slag, even though they named him Slug now because Slag is a offensive term to the UK. I know what Slag means, but that name is there already. Oh well. And then let's put Optimus on top. He's my latest one of my latest ones. All clear now, right? Sorry I took y'all down a long history if y'all don't know. Let's put these over here for now. And we're gonna get the building. All clear. Alright, now I gotta worry about these fellas. I gotta be very careful Because you know I got Armada Optimus. He can slide off the edge. Let's move him. Let's move him. Alright. You have Armada Optimus Prime, which is the reissue from Legacy United, I believe. Jetfire from Siege. This Jetfire is humongous. This is another example of a commander class. And people was telling me commander class means basically the components, not just size, because Rodimus is a commander class. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm still recording. Yellow, hello. I'm doing it right now. I was doing a live stream right now, which I'm on. It's okay. But yeah, I called you. I called you to see what was going on with you. How you doing? You know. Oh, okay. I thought you was at church or something. I'm about to say, oh, my bad. Okay, but okay. All right. Later, Mom. Bye-bye. Taking all these off here because I'm gonna be vibrating the deck, and I don't want none of them to fall because these are expensive pieces, you know. You just see me remove the Guardian robot I got and Metroplex. Now we're gonna take Arc 1 and Cerebros, not Cerebros, I forgot his name, but Teletran 1 basically. I'm gonna move them all over here where they're safe at. Right. And I don't know if you see this, but I got Laser Optimus from G2 Laser Optimus. And I also have Kingdom Ultra Magnus. Hey George Golden, what's going on? Yeah, they say Slag and Beast Wars. You're absolutely correct. But I guess because it's on sale at the store, they don't want that, like, wow, mommy, look at this figure. It says Slag on the cover. Ha 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 ha. And then, of course, the UK mom, this is very offensive. Very offensive. Her buck too fast. Now, let me stop. Let me stop. All right, and we got Metroplex. I mean, on Fortress Maximus. I already did Metroplex over there. So, this was my first Titan. This is my first Titan. He's hefty, big boy here, alone, and I'm gonna show you. I got 2 more Titans that you might not see. All right. I figure, that's Slag's weapon that fell out of his hand. I'll get it back in there. I don't want him to lose that now. Or is it? Let's leave that there for now. I'll figure out who that belongs to in a moment. Alright. So, it's almost bare. Now, we have Decepticon Titan Tidal Wave. Legacy United, one of my recent purchases too when it comes to Titans. It transforms to 3 separate components. Of course, Tidal Wave. This is what we need to see Broadside as. The Broadside one I told you about earlier, you need to see Broadside this big if they're going to be carrying fleet from the Autobots or Decepticons. You need to see them this big. This is what Broadside, this is what he needs to be. We got Omega Supreme like this, which is, if you look at my white and blue Guardian robot, you would see that it's pretty much Omega Supreme, just in its original colors. You know, Omega Supreme is a Guardian robot. And they gave him a whole origin on one cartoon episode, and you realize he used to be friends with Megatron, but Megatron betrayed him. That seems to be commonplace with Megatron. So, even Orion Pax, aka Optimus Prime, once trusted Megatron, and he got betrayed. And then we have another Titan here, Black Zarak. Zarak is basically Scorponok Titan, but in a different color. To get the Scorponok in a green and white, I mean, the green and purple is going to cost you a pretty penny. They need to reissue that. But this is Black Zarak here. I got plenty of Titans. I need space to display them. Oh, God. And keep them safe for now as I work on this unit. Boom. I got one thing left, which is a pretty good thing in my collection here. Alright. Of course, I almost forgot Road Hauler, who is a Autobot hauler. It's funny history with him. He appeared only one time, never transformed to a robot in the original series, to get Hound, to hoist Hound out. But then they renamed him Grapple, and then they gave Hauler his own origin, and he turned out to be a former Constructicon, but he rebelled against the other ones when they became Megatron's soldiers and became just Constructicons, and this one became an Autobot. Yeah. So, final one to clear the display to make sure there's no disturbance. We have Devastator. Yeah, what you've seen up in the corner the whole time. We had Devastator here. Of course, 6 Constructicons, Mixmaster, Rook, and I forgot the other one's name. Jesus Christ. So many of them. So, there you go. We're going to get him out the way. And we can finally start the expansion. History lesson complete. Alright. Now, the whole idea is to reinforce this display shelf, which will fit here like this in front of this one. The whole idea is to add this extension here, and we're gonna line it up, and it's gonna be an extension of the display, and then I can slide the ottomans back under there, but we need this to hold its own weight. You get to see that? This is what we're gonna do. You remember Hauler? Yes, that's him. They changed his color and just renamed him Road Hauler, George. So now we're gonna get that. Then we got the screws, got the drill piece, and now we're gonna get the building. All right. And a lot of people tell you to pre-drill, but in this case, I'm not going to pre-drill. I know, I'm sorry, people. But I'm going to use a pincher clamp. I got these clamps to keep the thing in place. I'm going to get those. I told you I'm a carpenter, but not a trainer. All right. Here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is use this clamp here, if you don't mind me. Yeah, Devastator is the original. He's the first combiner. I got Minosaur up here. The Stunnicons, I have a full Minosaur from the Legacy series. And I have another version of him, but I keep them separate because they're from a different line. And they combiner, it doesn't stand. It's too wobbly and too unstable. So I think the superior version of a Minosaur is definitely the Legacy series. So let me get some space here. Or maybe we work on the middle one first. I'm gonna go in the middle here. I'm gonna connect. And I'm gonna do these 3. Here like this. I'm going to connect one bolt here, and then I could take off the clamp and connect the other 2. Alright, where's my drill? And don't worry, the drill has a little bit of light on it, so I'll be able to see under here. Okay? Oops, I think I'm doing it the wrong way. Let's go. One. Two. Oh boy, here we go. With the butterfingers. Alright. Say less. Okay, see? It's in there steady enough right now. Look at that. See? Yes, Minnesota makes my mac and cheese. Okay? He likes it because he evil. Nah. You know damn well, I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm gonna challenge you to make that shit. You don't even have to add, don't even add the Carolina Reaper in it. I want you to add just basically follow the recipe without the Carolina Reaper. But I know you don't like smoked Gouda. It's alright. You're always gonna challenge me on that, but I'm not gonna take macaroni and cheese cubes from a Jamaican. Okay? I'm just fucking with you. But thanks for checking that, bro. I'm sorry, but I'm not taking no cues from you ain't gonna tell me. I had a Nigerian nurse try to tell me how to make mac and cheese, and then I was like, where you from? She's like, I'm Nigerian. I was like, she's like, I know just where you going. I was like, yeah, you're damn right. You stick with the jollof and all the rice and all that shit. Don't fuck with me. You making mac and cheese right now? Damn, yo, I want to try that. And I'm being dead ass. I'm not even being funny with you. Because you say you've been in the culinary field for that for a while, so I trust that you know what you're doing. And I'm being sincere with that. I trust that you know what you're doing, my man. So shit. That's the thing. I used to work in Verizon Wireless as a customer service technical, like, and customer service technician. So I used to sit there all the time, on lunch, and me and this dude Manny was I believe he was Dominican, and me and him used to just have trade off of foods to try each other's foods. And he was like, yo, he was younger than me. He's like, I'm gonna tell you, man, my mom made this for me and stuff, but I like food, y'all. He was like, I went to one of my friend's house who's black, and he was like, yo, I got turned on to some foods that I can't find in other places. So when I used to cook, I used to trade off with him and stuff, and I'm like, that's how shit should be in life. But we gotta look after each other first before all of that. We gotta make sure our yard good, you know? We ain't gonna be out, we can't be out here like the tellers being like, okay, I need, you know, the white man's ice is colder. We have to look after our own. You know, you want to break bread with your own first. But see, this is actually going a lot easier than I thought it would. A lot easier. A lot easier. So how you